Hey yo, what is up guys? So this video is going to be similar to my Alan Wake video. So if you guys haven't seen that, link for that will be in the description below. And we're talking about some Sly Cooper here. So specifically the first Sly Cooper. I didn't actually play the first Sly Cooper first, but I beat the first Sly Cooper first. I played the second one, and then I'm like, oh, it's Sly 2, so I should play. And I found Sly 1 at Zeller's back before Zeller's went under. And yeah, that was quite a few years before Zellers went under, actually. Anyways, but hopefully you guys weren't looking for a full-time job there. Anyways, let's talk about it. So, I really had fond memories of playing this game. From my recollection, when I was like a kid playing it, it was my second favorite Sly Cooper game. So, we'll see if it holds up. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I loved a lot about this game. All the way from the characters, to the graphics, to the music, to just the really slick gameplay. So, yeah, I'm going to go and start playing this son of a bitch, and yeah, we'll talk more about it as time progresses, I guess you would say. Alright, so I played through to the end of Mugshot's level, and I'm about to start the Miss Ruby level. And I have to say, I love the opening and intro to this game. You get to see right off the bat the four main characters of the series all in the span of just the intro. And they have those characters carry the whole weight of the series all throughout. And I just love the cutscenes, the art style cutscenes. If you played Infamous or Ghost of Tsushima, these are the cutscenes that started those games. So that's how important these first couple cutscenes are from the first Sly Cooper game. I don't know if Rocket on Wheels is like that. I have never played that. I would love to, but never have. The music in this game, each level, and not just hub world of the level, the levels in the levels, if that makes any sense, all have their own unique themes for each area you're playing in. But they all kind of mix off the main level. So yeah, I love the opening Raleigh's level, the Welsh Triangle, an amazing level, because it just opens you up to all the mechanics of the game, and it just does a very awesome job at that. Very well done by the guys at Sucker Punch. And then the Mugshot level is just all time. It's one of the best Sly Cooper levels. The whole gangster theme, Mesa City, it's probably top 3 Sly Cooper levels for me. I easily would put it up there. I love that level, and Mugshot's just an awesome boss. Raleigh's also really good. I like how they get on the mic and they talk about how you are in the proximity and the guards need to watch out for you. So that, I think, just comes off super, super well. The only thing so far I found that kind of pisses me off is the racing level. I don't really like... It's not that it sucks and it's terrible. It's just kind of like whatever, if that makes any sense. And it's not... I don't think you can actually beat it on your first try. You have to like keep playing and then like... Yeah, it's kind of just a pain in the ass, and it's probably one of the least fun racing levels in any game. But it's not like blow your brains out terrible. It's just kind of eh. But anyways, I'm going to keep playing. We can keep talking about it. So, yeah, I'll be back after the Panda King level. We'll chat more about that. Okay, so I got my little friend back with me for this part. And so yeah, I did just beat the Thievius Racoonus. And yeah, I wanted to say, because I didn't say this in the last part, was the clue bottles are kind of a must. Like, not that you have to get them to beat the game, but they help out so much when you get like all the added abilities and stuff, and it's really cool, and it just adds to the overall experience. And I wanted to mention the enemies. The enemies, they all have really unique designs, and they actually introduced the flashlight guards in this one, which I think are really cool. And yeah, I really think the enemies are a lot of fun and a lot of cool to deal with, because they're all kind of different and they're all really cartoony and fun in their own way. So I also wanted to mention the stealth in this game and how they actually use Sly Cooper and his cane. And Sly Cooper's a different character from other 3D platformer characters. Is that Sly, he has a cane, he isn't probably as strong because he's a thief. So you can use them in different ways, especially using them with climbing poles and ladders and climbing, jumping and hitting the circle button and using ninja spiral jumps and rail walks and all those kinds of things. And especially like the sections when you're like sneaking across a wall, you know, the ones where you're like held up and you have to like wait for the flashlight guards to go by and stuff. It makes the experience a lot more fun, and you really do feel really stealthy. And I didn't really mention it, but this game also has a very noir feel to it, and yeah, just a classic like 1940s movie going on here. And yeah, the character interactions are something I didn't actually mention earlier, but like they're just so funny, and you just buy that they're all like this. It's just a really good cast of characters, watching them all interact with each other. And like Murray's saying, like if you lose the racing level, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm not used to driving on the wrong side of the road," and Sly's like, "Murray, what are you talking about?" Like, it's really funny. So I guess I should talk about the ladder bosses here, because I didn't talk. I'll talk about the last three here. So Ms. Ruby, she's really cool, except I just hate the boss battle. I hate the rhythm-based boss battle. She's really cool, so I think they could have done so much better with her, but I understand they wanted to break things up, so it's how it goes, really. Panicking, I felt Panicking was kind of boring. He's not like, his level is sick, but he himself, he's kind of the, I don't know, I don't find him to be that interesting in the game. I think he's cool, but I don't know, I just something didn't click with me for him here. Clockwork, come on, he is just such an amazing final boss. It's honestly just amazing, like how like he really helped make this. He made this game. When you get to his part of the world and that last level, and how you have to use just all of your skills, and the music that plays when you're fighting him, and just the overall threat that Clockwork poses, and you know, like he's just way more intimidating than all the other bosses by far. So he is just such a great way to cap off the game. And we'll be talking more about him in the next game, because he comes back. He gets a sequel because he's that raw for his own good. So lastly, I should mention that the game, it's not very long. It's probably like between 5 and 7 hours, depending on how good you are and what your playstyle is, and how long it takes you to beat the levels, and you know. But it is so much fun. Games don't have to be 45 hours long for them to be considered good, because it's like, who wants to just play through a 45-hour game and it takes you a month to beat, you know? Like, fuck no, not all of us got time for that. So just playing a nice game that isn't that long, and you get just an awesome story out of it, and just some really fun characters, and yeah, it's actually one of my all-time favorite games. It's easily in my top 5 for sure. Like, I'd have to really think about that, but it's easily up there. It's one of my favorites. I just call the Sly Collection my favorite game ever. So, because you got them all on there, so I'd probably just go with that. So I don't have to really debate that, because they're all on one disc, baby. But yeah, if you have a PSN account, no excuse. You can play these games. They're just there. They're free to download. So definitely check this out if you haven't. And if you guys like this video, make sure you check out my Alan Wake one, and be ready, because I'll be doing the Sly 2 Band of Thieves video also next, because I'll be playing through that one. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the game, if you guys liked it, what you didn't like about it. Anyways, peace out, guys.